You ever wonder where your Miranda rights came from? No, of course you don't. You only think about yourself. But this will give you a chance to learn about your rights and how they came to be. So listen up. In 1966, Ernesto Miranda was accused of kidnapping and raping an 18-year-old girl. Yes, that's right. Kidnapping and raping. He was arrested at his home after evidence indicated him of the accused crimes. He was brought to interrogation and interrogated for 2 hours. Eventually, he signed the confession of the charges made against him. Miranda was brought to court, and his confessions, both oral and written, were presented to the jury, and he was found guilty of kidnap and rape and sentenced to 20 to 30 years for each. Now you may be thinking, that was an easy conviction. He pled guilty and that was the end of it. Well, you'd be wrong. You see, his court-appointed lawyer, Alvin Moore, objected, saying that because his confessions were not voluntary, he should not have even been admitted to the court proceedings in the first place. Obviously, his objection was overruled based on the confession and other evidence, and he was handed the sentence. Miranda appealed to the Arizona State Supreme Court, but they stated that because he didn't specifically ask for an attorney during questioning, he doesn't get one. Well, now you may be thinking, of course he doesn't get an attorney if he doesn't ask for him. What is this even about? But you can't ask for an attorney if you never knew you could get one. You see, Miranda was never told of his right to an attorney as listed in the Constitution in the Sixth Amendment. In fact, he was never told of any of his rights. Both his Fifth and Sixth Amendment rights were violated. So now you may be wondering, what does this mean? Well, it means that the federal Supreme Court, headed by Earl Warren, rules in favor of Miranda. Barely. It's a 5-4 vote. So now this brings us to modern day. Can I say that? 1966 wasn't that long ago. Although, a lot has changed since the 60s. Sort of. Anyways, remember that Miranda rights mentioned at the beginning of the video? Well, this court case is what created your Miranda rights. This is why officers have to read the Miranda warning when you get arrested. Failure to do so will result in the evidence being inadmissible.
The department was forced to drop the charges because you forgot to read him his Miranda rights. What possible reason is there for not doing the only thing you have to do when arresting someone?
I did read him his right. I did a version of that.
Do you even know the Miranda rights?
Yes.
Let's hear them then.
You got a lot of stuff to do.
Go ahead.
You got a lot.
You going anywhere, Schmidt? You got time?
I had a thing, but I can probably push it back.
Go ahead. It's 4 declamatory sentences followed by a question for a total of 57 words.
Okay. It obviously starts with you have the right to remain silent. I know you've heard this before, and then I think it sounds something like right. You have the right to remain an attorney.
Did you say that you have the right to be an attorney?
So yeah, that's the story of your Miranda rights. Peace. I had 2.5 months to do this project, and I waited till the last week to get this video done, so procrastination, right? Also, sorry for the poor mic quality. I'm recording out of my phone. My $30 mic just is too muffled. Phone was better for this one.